So welcome back to Outdoors with the Morgans. It has been a beautiful day today, and I got a whole bunch of stuff done. And we had dinner, and I figured I'd come down here to the wood yard and get a jump start on tomorrow. I just cut up some more of this beautiful red oak right here. This morning, Levi was running the split force, and he split the last round of red oak, and he got her all stacked up in here. That is beautiful stuff. And like I mentioned the other day, this will not be ready for this winter, but it'll be good for the following winter. This oak takes a while to dry. The last bay down there, it's filled to the brim. This one here can take a little bit more. We'll put some maple and cherry in there to finish that off, but we'll be able to use, we'll be able to work out either of those bays next winter. Plus we'll sell some of that as well. There's no way we will go through all that. I am convinced that the only way, I should say the best way to produce a lot of firewood is to buy your firewood poles. It is. I enjoy going out in the woods and cutting up dead trees and blowdowns and things like that. And I still do that, but I got 2 loads of logs last week, and we probably already cut and split 7 or 8 cords of wood, and we don't have much time wrapped up in it at all. Using the excavator like I am, that's a game changer. I'll hold one log up, I'll set a couple on a log laying on the ground, and I can cut like 30 rounds in no time, and then I throw them over in a pile with the excavator. Some of them are pretty small, but that oak is heavy stuff. A lot of those rounds are easily 100 pounds. And like I said, I just had dinner. I worked all day. I came down here, cut a little bit of wood, didn't even break a sweat. But it's so nice having those poles delivered to the yard. And yes, you got to pay for them, but I think the time that you save is just well worth it. It is. And I'm fortunate with the company that I buy my wood from. I can tell them exactly what I want. He may call me right out of the blue and be like, hey, I got a load of this. You mentioned that 3 weeks ago, and I have to be ready for it. But I can kind of tell them what I'm looking for, and they'll bring it on over. Like this was 2 loads. The second one, I said I was looking for some red oak, both saw logs and firewood poles. I still have, there's some back in the back here. I still have 5 or 6 more that are firewood poles. The rest will be saw logs. And then I still have a bunch of maple and cherry right there, but we put a big dent in this in the last couple days. As much as I enjoy cutting firewood, I want to get down to the cabin as soon as I can and kind of get started on that. But while we have all this wood, I just want to get it all knocked out, cut, split, and then we can move on from firewood cutting to other things. So what do you think, Melissa?
Good job, Mike.
Fence guys are coming.
Yeah.
That one oak tree that I thought I was going to have to take down,
Yeah.
we can leave it.
Oh, okay.
At some point, it may have to come down, but it's going to be fine. I will take this one little scrawny maple out and that other
Right.
like 10-inch maple out.
Right.
But before they get here, I'm going to kind of rake all that stuff out of there and clean things up.
Okay.
So you've been like a working out machine here lately.
Trying, you know.
You want to tell them what your dogs did yesterday?
We went out the trail. It was a nice day. It was a nice sunny day. And Archie found one mud spot, wouldn't stop rolling in it, went to a second mud spot. And yeah, he takes great pride in that. And at that point, it's all like, psh,
I didn't care.
it's worth it, yeah.
What
And,
is it with the neck thing? They always
yeah,
wanted...
he instantly drops down to the neck to get that muddy fragrance, right? I guess kind of like you put perfume on right here, you know, I don't know. Yeah, it means a lot to him to do that. Axel went to it and I yelled at him and he ran off and he was like, okay, yeah.
We had another issue
But-
with Axel, though. You can't just throw one under the bus without the other.
I had the chickens out and he went in there in their chicken run. I usually have a little contraption to just leave it for the chickens to come out so the dogs can't come in. And he's in there like peeing on
Weird.
certain spots, yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to get started. I think they should be here in about an hour.
All right,
But if they take that section of fence out,
yeah.
we're going to put
Oh,
something
I
up
know.
for the dogs.
Another contraption. But here comes the boss, so I better go.
All right, see ya. So I have good news, and I've got good news. So I'll give you the good news first. As soon as I rip this limb off this tree, this is one of the ones that's going to come down anyway. All right, so the good news is I'm still alive. Reading the comments the other day, I quit replying to them. I did. I tried explaining, and I know some people may have been concerned or something, but a video that I published this morning, I was building the floor in the woodshed, and I had a GoPro strapped like right here on the bill of my hat, like right here. And when I was editing that video, I heard it, and I didn't think much of it. I knew a couple people would comment. I didn't realize it'd be that many. But what happens when you're not wearing a regular mic and the GoPro is real close to your mouth, you can hear all your breathing. And plus, I'm all stuffed up from allergies, and all these people are commenting, "Are you okay? It sounds like you're breathing heavy." And some people were concerned. Others were just being smart alecks or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I had the camera mic right by my mouth. And the other thing I did when I was editing that video, you have to turn up the clips when you're talking, and you adjust like the treble. There's all kind of stuff to it. But I mistakenly had turned up the clips with just the camera right here, and I wasn't saying anything. And it sounded like I was breathing hard, and it was kind of like amplified. So I started answering the questions. I'm like, you know, just like I just did. And nobody reads the other comments. I answered it like 5 times, and I'm like, whatever, I'm done answering it. Probably 10 times. But everything's fine. I can actually breathe better now. My allergies, after you get a little bit of rain, it seems to knock that stuff out a little bit. But man, for a while, there was just pollen on everything. Like you would wash your truck, and you come out, and it's like this yellowish green in a matter of hours. And the other good news is we are just getting a ton of stuff done lately. Everything's just clicking, you know? Like right now, I'm up here. Levi's down there running the split force. Eva's boyfriend John, he's going to be coming I'm not sure if I told him today or tomorrow, to tell you the truth, but we got a whole bunch of rounds by the Wolfe Ridge, so him and Levi can do that. They have been a big help. Allows me to do other things. I still do all the chainsawing and some of the splitting, depending. You know, we'll have Levi on the Wolfe Ridge or on the split force, and me and John on the Wolfe Ridge. But Levi said something the other day. He would rather, same way as Melissa, when somebody's helping you, Levi would rather be lifting the rounds than running the controls on the Wolfe Ridge. Not that it's difficult, but you know, when you're running that and you have somebody helping you, you are the responsible party, and there's just a lot of things to look for. When you're just lifting rounds, you don't have to think as much or worry as much about, you know, the people working with you. Boy, there's a lot of topsoil that's going to have to come out of here. Right now I'm just raking all the leaves and debris. What I'll end up doing when I strip the topsoil from the yard and all that debris from those old beds with that river rock in, I'll fill in this old trail down here to the left of me. I'm not going to miss that one. Always kind of collects water at the bottom. It's steep. I'm going to back up a little bit here just to make sure my line is right. I think it's perfect. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be able to waste a lot of stuff down in there. It's like I have like a trough cut down through there. It needs, some places it needs 1.5 feet of dirt put back in it. The one maple that I got to take down, I'm going to have to be real careful that the roots don't get over there underneath the fence. I think I'll be all right, because that section of fence they're not replacing or anything. We're just putting a 16-foot gate in. Grab this one little maple here. That one will come right down. Well, maybe. It's kind of tied in with that bigger one beside it. Need to see if I can't get this rake between the two, which I can't. She's down. Actually just cut that stump off of this one and leave it there so I don't mess up the one that I want to keep. Come on. Go, 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 go. She's down. so Fidel and the guys from Penn Fencing just left. They did a nice job. We had to make a few changes, but it's all for the better. We're going with an 18-foot gate instead of a 16 because my road is going that way and the fence is not perpendicular to the road, so you lose some width. So we did go 18 feet. I don't know. I mean, that oak tree, it can stay for a little while, but no, I need to get that thing down. And the reason is we'll knock that hump off there and the gate will open that way. And then this side over here, we got plenty of width on this one. So yeah, I think it'll be good. There's actually about 11 inches of fall in 18 feet from there to there. So they're gonna set the gate like to grade. It'll have 5.5 inches of fall for each 9-foot section. I think that's how it'll work out. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Really opens things up. Even taking that top rail off the fence, it's kind of weird how just more open it is. All right, just walked down to the wood yard. I need to take the SideKick and saw up, and we will cut up that maple I knocked down. Levi, he just ran out for a little bit to pick up a few things, and he took Hunter along for a ride. But I see he got all that red oak split. That's such nice stuff, isn't it? Just beautiful wood. Trying to rain a little bit right now. It's been doing that all day. We'll get a few sprinkles and then it just lets up for a bit. Better not get too close in case that stump rolls down here when I cut it. All right, so I got a small issue that we're going to take care of right now. Let me show you. So since I've had the 57-5, it's got about, I think, 70 or 75 hours on it. I've had a little issue, I think, on 3 or 4 separate occasions, and we're going to take care of it right now. But when I have the rake on, which is most of the time, and I'm picking up real small brush, what has happened in the past, and it just happened again, the thumb up here is hitting this right here, and it's getting stuck. And what I had to do each time was take the rake off so you could retract the thumb. But you can see right here where it's hitting. Look at all these other teeth, no problem at all, but it's just hitting right there. There's probably a mark on the thumb. Yep. Look right there. See that? That's where it's hitting. I'm not sure how or why, and it's not all the time. It's just when everything's configured a certain way, the wrong way, it hits. And like I said, it's been 3 or 4 times. So I'm going to take the grinder and just flatten this down some, and I think that'll take care of it. All right, we're gonna give her a try. I think that'll do it. I hit both the tooth there on the rake and just hit this a touch too. See what happens. right, I got the skid loader there. I was able to get that whole maple tree, well, the top, all the limbs, and some other stuff I gathered up in one big grab with a grapple. And I brought some stumps out. I'm still not sure what it's going to do. It sprinkles for a little bit, then it stops, then it starts again. If I knew that it wasn't going to rain, you know, like really rain, I'd start getting all this ready for seed, but the forecast the next couple days does not look good at all, and I don't want to fluff it all up and then have it rain on it, so just kind of playing the weather. But anyway, I think that's about it for today's video. Appreciate y'all being here, and I will catch you on the next one.